Hello students, now it's your accounts class, and from your plus one accounts book double entry bookkeeping we started one chapter, that is introduction to accounting. In my previous lecture I discussed with you meaning of accounting, why accounting required, what are the benefits, objective of accounting, attributes of accounting, and the one attribute is summarizing. How to summarize the reports in brief form so that even a layman can understand the report properly. So my today's session all about final accounts or financial statements. So financial statement is divided into four parts: trial balance, trading account, profit and loss account, and the balance sheet. So before starting this, first of all know about the financial statements. Final accounts means the accounts which are prepared as the end product. It is type of end product which shows the profit earned, by the company or loss incurred during the accounting period and the financial position of the enterprise at the given date. So financial statement shows the profit earned or loss incurred and also shows the position of the company. So accounting period, here what accounting period? Accounting period consists of 12 months. However, the beginning of accounting period differs according to jurisdiction. So main here 12 months. Your accounting period, for example, one entity may follow the regular calendar like 1st January till December as accounting period, when another entity may follow 1st April till 31st March, like see here 1st April 2019 till 31st March 2019 accounting period. So most of the firms just maintain the accounts as according to 1st April till 31st March. What are the objectives? The objective here, number one, is to ascertain the profits or losses and to ascertain the financial position. So for first objective here is, if you want to know about the profit or losses, it is very important. And second one is financial position. Company is sound, earning profit, growing or not is only possible with the help of financial statement analysis. So the first element here is trial balance. Definition of trial balance. A trial balance is a statement prepared with the debit balance and credit balance of the ledger accounts. First of all journal, then ledger, and under ledger each and every account maintained to test the arithmetical accuracy of the business. So after ledger, to check the arithmetical accuracy, trial balance maintained. The main purpose is to check the arithmetical accuracy. Objectives of trial balance. Number one, to ascertain the arithmetical accuracy of the ledger accounts. Under ledger account, individual accounts maintained. So it is only possible with the help of trial balance to check the arithmetical accuracy. Number two, to help in preparing the final accounts. For final accounts, for preparing profit and loss account, balance sheet, trial balance helps a lot. Third, summary of each account. So it is type of summary of each account. Balance is shown like individual account, only balances available in the trial balance, debit balance or credit balance. And the fourth, to help in locating the errors. You can locate the error with the help of trial balance very easily. So see the specimen here of trial balance: heads of accounts, debit balance, credit balance. So number one, purchases. Purchases. The term purchases means the purchase of goods for resale or for manufacturing of products which are also to be sold. So purchases sometime in the form of finished goods you purchased and put the label on it and ultimately sold the goods to the customers. So sometime you also purchase the raw material for final products, manufacture it and then sold in the market. Purchases include both cash purchases, credit purchases. So cash purchases Goods purchased against the cash is considered as cash purchases. Credit purchases, goods purchased on credit basis considered as credit purchases. Means you not received your money on the spot, later after 2 months, after 3 months. Now purchases return. Purchases return, goods purchased may be returned due to any reasons. So due to any reason, like they are not as per specification. Previously they told that in this way the good is like what are the features they told, but now after actual product you received not as per the specification, they are defective, like broken piece, etc. So here purchases of two type: cash purchases, credit purchases, and purchases return means when you return the goods. Next point is stock. See trial balance. Next point is stock. Stock is the goods and materials that a business holds for ultimate goal of resale. Stock in the form of opening stock, closing stock available, whether it is a raw material or finished product. The closing stock of one period become the opening stock of next period. Like suppose 31st March 2019 stock considered as opening stock, like 1st April 2020 stock. Now the next sales. Sales are the activities related to selling of goods or services. So selling of goods or services considered as sales. Sales two type: cash sales, credit sales. First of all, cash sales. When the goods are sold against the cash, you receive the cash considered as cash sales. And when goods are sold and payment is to be received at later date, like after 2 months, after 3 months, considered as credit sales. Sales return. Goods sold when returned by the purchaser are termed as sales return or returns inward. So your purchaser returned the goods considered as sales return due to any defect, due to any other reason. Example: sold goods to Bikram for 10,000 against the cash. So here 10,000 you are going to receive because cash sales. Sold goods to Amrit for 20,000 on credit. Here you are going to receive cash, not now, after some time. Amrit returned the goods of 15,000. Now here firstly Amrit purchased the goods, now due to defect returned the goods of 5,000. Now Amrit is liable to pay the amount of 15,000, not 20,000, because 5,000 goods returned. Now the next point is trade debtor. So trade debtor are the entities or a person who own amount to the enterprise on account of credit sales of goods or services. So in case of credit sales, the person here on account of credit sales. So if a company sold the goods to a person on credit, so the person liable to give the money to you in future is considered as debtor. For example, when the goods are sold to a person on credit, that person is called trade debtor, and the amount due from him is considered as debt. Next point is the amount due from a person as per the books of account is considered as book debt. Like suppose example here, goods sold to Mohit for rupees 30,000 on credit. So here Mohit is your debtor, 30,000 debt you are going to receive from Mohit. Now the next point is discount received. Whenever you purchase the goods and a part from the supplier, you want to get a goods deal. Sometimes the supplier may offer discount to reward your loyalty or to buy more. Discount received, first of all, like seller provide you any type of discount, you receive the discount. With the help of example, see: purchase goods from Sham Delhi rupees 15,000, paid to Sham 14,750 rupees, and here your liability to pay 15,000, but you paid 14,750, and 250 difference received. It is your discount you received. You paid less, that's why you received here discount. Now the next term, carriage outward. Carriage outward refers to the transportation cost that a seller must pay when it sells. So here who pays? Seller pays while selling. Transportation cost, it is considered as transportation cost. So it is considered as indirect, not direct expense, because on sales, not on production. If on production, then direct expense. Now the next point is cash in hand. Total value of cash on hand. For example, Mohan started business with 5 lakh in cash, so 5 lakh is considered as cash in hand. Next part is machinery. Machinery is defined as a mechanical device or the parts that keep something working. In manufacturing business, it is used for production of final products, like example, liquid filling machine, packaging machines, laser cutting machines. These all are your assets in the company. Drawings. It is the amount of money or value of goods which proprietor or a partner withdraws means takes from for his domestic or personal use. Like example, Suraj withdrawn goods for personal use 15,000. Mehtab withdraws 10,000. Like here, Suraj withdraws for personal use from the business 15,000 and Mehtab withdrawn 10,000 from business for personal use. Here, Suraj withdrawn the goods and Mehtab use the cash from the business. So here both 15,000, 10,000 amount considered as drawings because they both withdrawn the money or goods for personal use. So your homework here is what is meant by final accounts, what is trial balance, what do you mean by financial statement, what is accounting period, explain the terms drawings, stock, sales, purchases, debtors, cash in hand, return outward, return inward. And also student, watch the link for more better understanding of the topic.